We had this feed wagon grenade on us yesterday, and basically what happened is this. See, this is the lift chain. If you don't know how these things work, I'll show you real quick. It's just like a manure spreader. Instead of pushing it to the back to the beater, it pulls it all to the front to this lift chain that brings it up, kind of mixes it as it brings it up. It's got all these slats on here. You see that one kind of rip loose. It's not supposed to be like that. And see, there's just several of them coming up each side. And 99% of the time, the problems you're going to have with these are this lift chain is going to crap out on you and cause you all sorts of trouble. The power comes in right there, runs over to this gearbox on the side, power in right there, and then this also goes up to run the discharge. That's the discharge right there, but goes into this fancy gearbox where here's the one that runs the upright chain. That's this sprocket, which I'm surprised we didn't bust this chain. And then this one up here is just the floor chain. But what happened real bad was, so this goes all the way across the sprocket, or this shaft goes all the way across the wagon. As something on that bound up, we bent that shaft. You see how crooked that is now. So I'm either gonna have to, I don't know that I can get that straight. Probably not. I mean, I could probably get it close, but it's gonna run with a wobble all the time. Oof, pulling pretty hard now, ain't we? We better turn this sprocket a little bit, help it along. Should just come right out of there, I think. There we go, yeah. That part done. So a stock roll puller fits. FYI, right? Just to make a big circle. Yeah, see. Got it. Right out. See, there's the sprocket. Can you see it? And here's the, see? So yeah, the way to get this out is you need to punch that roll pin out, drive the shaft in or out, whichever way, probably in, to get that out of there. Well, here's the shaft. Here's that lower shaft. What holds them sprockets on is there's just a roll pin that goes through there, holds them sprockets on. I ended up torching the sprockets off. You can see how bent it is here. That's not from tipping it over. That was like that. That's from it jamming up it, which is why I'm surprised it didn't break any other chains. But yeah, there'd be no way to get them sprockets out of there decent. So they were shot anyway, so I cut them, melted them away. So okay, well, I got a new shaft built for this feed wagon. The old one, you know, was bent, had a big bow in it, cricketed and all get out. Not only is it bent, it's also twisted. And these sprockets, so this is what drives that lift chain, and they're just held on with a roll pin. That's what drives it all. There's no flat spot or keyway or anything. This is it. So even if I would have got that old shaft straight, it had a twist to it, so that wouldn't have worked. So I got a nice pry bar now. And then these are what goes on the end of the shaft and holds it, and they bolt right onto the tin wall of the wagon. They got these silly cage bearings in there that work for about a day, and then they're plugged up with dirt and they turn into a bushing. And then we broke on each end of the chain, or on each side, I broke one of these. This is what holds the flights. So that's really pretty, not too bad of a breakdown, really. Usually these things let loose and then they start catching on the floor and ripping up stuff and bending all sorts of crap, and then you have lots of fun. So, well, we got it in, both sprockets. That's a miracle. There's not a lot of room to work in there, and I can't imagine trying to pound that in with a hammer, but I was able to get it in with this thing. And I've used this old thing for a lot of stuff. This is for, I don't know, I think it's just an old El Cheapo Menards air hammer, but we got that in, so on to the next thing. Here's another thing I noticed. This is that sprocket on the side. And yeah, they look like they've been broke for a while. So, but I stole a sprocket off of one of our other old feed wagons, so got a different one on there. More. That good? Supposed to be a wrench, I think, for it, for backing it off. This is the brake. It's getting caught on something.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the...
Oh shit. Why didn't you do something about that?
I told ya.
Ugh. Okay, I don't think I can get the connectors in unless the splice is way at the top. So we're gonna have to see if we can run this around a little bit. Sprocket turning down there even. Yep. So we're running this all the way almost to the top before it falls down the other end. Well, that might be enough slack to get them together there. I'd say. I think we can do that. Alright, we'll put the connectors in. Alright, got the lift chain in. All I got to do now is hook up this little chain on this side that drives it. Well, I took a link out of both sides of this chain, both chains on this one. Seems to be working good. I gotta put a piece of tin in here yet because it's all the hay follows the chain around and makes a big mess. There's a piece of sheet metal that slides in there to block that off. But other than that, I think we got her pretty well licked. Running across the top like it's supposed to, so at least in time anyway. So I'll make some sideboards for it. There's that big cover that slides in the front here. Put back on, or built some new ones. So good to go till the next time, I guess. Later.